so we're back. I'm exporting. New videos are going to be in H.264 because they're smaller, and nobody wants to spend an hour and a half downloading shit. So now that we have this, we got the motion. Oh, look at this, you son of a bitch. Well, you guys can see the history. So we're gonna let Dan have his moment to shine. So I'll put that in the corner. Where are we here? Let's put on trails. Trails are important. So, raindrops. We're gonna put matter waves on them. And then a shape. To see them. And sphere. So, now that we got this, we're gonna put it into trails. Just leftover particles per second, and we'll take off coordinates. So what do we got? We got trails on our shit. You know, right on. But look what we got here. So, we are going to 0 the speed and just leave them be. And honestly, that just might be what I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, kill condition in the shrink. Okay, cool. The shrink is important because the meta balls. So now that we got that, we're going to shrink them over their life. Shrink, and so drop in a trails. Add multiply, take the lifespan, take the age, normalize this, so divide. Then we have a particle data with size, hook up the particle, and so it counts up 0 to 1, so we want a 1 minus. So this is just an expression, 1 minus a, so this is going to flip the curve for the age, and then we'll put it into there. So now we have the particles shrinking over their lifetime. And you know, we can do whatever to this curve, make it go twice as fast, or start twice as big, and so that's just it's getting a size of 1. So now we can go from 2 to multiply it, so they're gonna have a size of 2. The next step to do is metaball. Actually, we're gonna make the kill condition. So what I usually do for this is I grab the black box of M3D die height, and then I have this expression and like a couple things. So we're gonna go all, and what we want to do is oh wait, man, no, I gotta type. I'm just gonna blow that away. I'll just type in the expression for education's sake. So helper standard expression. So if v1.x is greater than v2.x, with v1 being the particle, v2 being the node, true, false condition, and add the input of vector v1, add the input vector v2, and add the output of scalar boolean. Hook that up, position in there, helper standard, node. Hook up the position, and this guy right there, the kill condition node. Select that guy. So From a top view, particles do not go past this thing. So if I move that there, no particles are going by. Just to demonstrate, so if they're on the positive side, they die. Because you don't want shit to calculate that you don't see. And then finally is the shape of the meta ball. And then you play with to get the look of it, you play with your random walk to get the motion, but I'm not really playing with it, so. Operators, shape, meta shape. Put it on trails, and then you're done. Meta shape. And then you gotta play with this thing, so zoom in, kill the grid. Oh, that's a lot of particles. That is a lot of particles. So I'm gonna go to trails and I'm gonna kill the rate to 20. Alright, cool. Now we can play with the meta shape. So let's just click relative coarseness. I don't think that was a smart thing to do. I'm gonna go meta ball, actually. I'm putting the meta ball on the meta ball shape. And refresh. There we go. And that's pretty freaking heavy. So viewport, let's go 32. Still heavy. Actually, I think relative coarseness is, yeah, screw that. So we're going to take off relative coarseness, and we're just going to deal with, we're going to go to 2. Just play with the, so there they are. So value of 1, so it's just adjusting the meta ball size. And that should be, yeah, so that's good. I'm going to go to 0.4, and then you can turn it up in the render when it's time to render. And this is getting, I want to move the meta shape. I want to move the meta shape up. Or maybe I don't. I want to use, put it below trails. So I'm not gonna tweak. Oh, come on. I'm not gonna tweak this. But I think you guys kind of get the idea. You know, that is very heavy. So 0.4 is good. So, you know, then you pull back up. Then go to meta shape. I think you go like size 2. Just make a bigger meta ball. Well, I'm not going to tweak it, but that's the idea of getting on. Then you play with the settings. I could go a bit further, but you know, just it's just a bit too heavy to play around. So you know, there you go. And then they kind of like peter off as they go. So. And then you just crank up the count and you are good to go. So I hope that was kind of informative and you know, it gets what you need. So I will stop this.